I was asked to put together a recording that expressed my appreciation for the work that you do each and every day. And I think one of the emails that I received this last holiday, I think, does a great job of expressing that. And I'd like to share it with you today. Holiday greetings. When they get up in the morning, most Oregonians will wander down the hall, rubbing the sleep out of their eyes. When they turn on the faucet, they will expect clean, fresh, safe water to come out. They may not consciously think that they are relying on local government to ensure that water supply. Even if the water comes from a well, they expect that someone was paying attention to building permits or land use decisions that protect against excessive drawdown in the water supply and pollution from problematic uses or disposal of effluent. And speaking of wastewater, they expect that when everything goes down the pipe, it will be safely treated and not harm the rivers and lakes that Oregonians prize so highly. Even if they're using a septic system, they expect that someone is paying attention to whether the building patterns allow for safe on site disposal, not only for their property, but for the entire community. As they head over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house, they expect that the roads will be kept safe. But if something untoward does happen en route, they expect the police, the fire department, and emergency medical crews to arrive on scene to rescue their family. They don't think much while they are having their turkey at grandmother's house about the fact that others may have to postpone their holiday feast to put out a fire at someone's home, but they surely expect that fire protection will be available. If getting to grandmother's house means a little longer trip, they probably could care less just what it takes to build and operate an airport that efficiently connects them with national and international holiday travel flow. While they are waiting for their dinner, some of those gathered in the living room may very well enter into conversation about their expectations for local community centers, youth programs, or parks. They may talk about their hopes for new stores or businesses in the city. And it is very likely that somewhere in that conversation, those holding forth will announce that taxes are too high and ought to be reduced immediately. Throughout that whole day of celebration, very few of us stop and think about the women and men whose cell phone or radio will call them away from their family dinner to respond to some problems or another in that maze of services others expect to work flawlessly, efficiently, and economically. Even so, those citizens expect that, should anything go wrong in their town, they will be able to pick up the phone and get a responsible professional to whom they can complain and from whom they can demand action. You are that responsible professional. Although it isn't likely that enough of us will take the time to thank you, think about it during this busy season, all Oregonians owe you a tremendous debt of gratitude. You do so much so well, and often with inadequate compensation and too many headaches as a reward, not to mention the price your family pays. Thank you for all you do to make Pendleton a great community to live in.